Hi everyone, it's Artis. Welcome to the channel. In today's video I will be reviewing this Makita brushless 18 volt cordless nail gun, second fix nail gun, 16 gauge. So before we start this video, we'd like to thank our sponsors of this video, Sterling Power Tools and Fixings, and Luke in particular, and also Makita UK for giving these tools for us to review. So let's get into it. So as usual, we're going to start with weighing the tool down. So that is with 5 amp battery, and it stands at 3.297 kilos, so basically 3.3 kilos. We'll go to pounds, and it's 7.266 pounds, so it's quite heavy, but I would say it's on par with other tools, other nail guns. There are heavier ones definitely, and they are a bit lighter, but it's in a sort of a medium weight range, to be fair, so that's not too bad. So let's go through the features, what we can see. So obviously you got your cassette where you put your nails, so you can take up to 64 mil from 19 mil straight brad nails, 16 gauge. So that's pros of this gun, because it can take 19 mil. If it's angled nail gun, it can take only 32 mil. So that's the downside of the angled nail gun. So obviously depending on your usage, sometimes you might want to have, for instance, you're doing a paneling and you only want to fix that panel to the wall to say plasterboard, and you got 6 mil paneling and you got 12 mil plasterboard. You don't want to use 32 mil nails, because you could technically hit something behind, especially if you work on a customer's home where you don't know exactly where cables are running, etc., because you're not always can rely on those cable finders, pipe finders, etc. So as I said, this how you engage. You push this here and you pull to yourself and it locks in. Also you can add your nails in or remove them, whatever you need to do. Then you go to press it again and it just goes back to its position. So this is your depth gauge here, a swivel wheel there. This is how you can get your jammed ones out, like that. There's a lever, because it does, sometimes it jams, but you know, they all do a little bit. But it comes with the nice narrow tip as well. You got some spare tips here, and your modes. So you can turn on here, like on and off button, and then your modes. It's a single mode or a burst mode, which is quite common on the nail guns these days. So let's give it a shot. So let's see how it's like. That's a single mode, and let's go to that's the burst mode. So it does perform well. Obviously time will only show exactly how good it is. It's obviously battery powered, brushless motor. It's quite slim design, to be fair. You can go left or right hand. It doesn't seem to be making that much difference. Obviously you got your hooks here, which you can put either side. You got a space either side to do that, depending on how you're going to use it. Yes, so does work, does seem to be working, but it's being a quite new model. Obviously time will only show how good they are, but it does feel great. And if you are on the market for the gun which is powered just by battery, which is what you want really these days with nail guns, because you don't want to be messing around with the gas, etc., and you don't want to be running around with the compressor, which is another option, then yeah, I would say this gun is definitely should be on your list at least. And yeah, depending on what tools you have, you're gonna make obviously that decision whether to go for it or not. So for pros, I would say definitely one of the pros, you can get 110 nails in this magazine. which is good. You should be able to do 2750 shots with one 5 amp battery, or up to, obviously depending on the length of your nail. Mostly the other pros would be, you got your brushless motor, which is obviously must have in these days tools. You got your work light, where we are. You got your work light here, as you can see, so that is good. But again, you do get it in quite a lot of tools these days. Weight is, it's average, shall we say. It's not the heaviest, not the lightest. So as for cons, obviously it will be a bit heavier than your pneumatic fine nailers, and it will be heavier, and it will be more expensive as well. So those are the things which are kind of cons really. But again, if you are in a market for a gun, I would say you should consider it, especially if you use shorter nails than 32 mils quite often, because angled nail guns cannot offer you that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch up to you in the next videos.